WCNC Charlotte. This is Flashpoint, where power and politics collide and the tough questions get asked and answered.
Thanks for joining us here on Flashpoint. I'm Ben Thompson. Here's hoping you had a wonderful Thanksgiving. Of course, it marks the start of the holiday season, a time of gratitude and a time of giving. So we're taking a bit of a different approach this week. Today, we get to sit down with folks from two amazing organizations, Share Charlotte and the Salvation Army of Greater Charlotte, both focused on giving back to our community and making sure everybody can have a special holiday this year. We are joined now by Melissa Hovey from Share Charlotte. Melissa, thanks for coming back on. Good to see you again.
Great to see you.
A lot of our viewers, let's say maybe they haven't seen when we've spoken to you in the past. They might not be familiar with Share Charlotte and what it's about. Explain what you all do and what makes you different.
Yeah, so 365 days a year, we are an online platform through sharecharlotte.org to make it easy for Charlotteans to find and connect with over 760 local nonprofits serving our communities. There are easy ways to connect with them to understand what they do, how to volunteer with them, how to donate to them, shop their Amazon wish list, or attend their events.
Hey, speaking of event, you've got an event coming up this Tuesday, just a couple of days away, for Giving Tuesday. Explain what that is and how people can sort of get involved.
Yes, it is the Global Day of Giving, Giving Tuesday. It's always the Tuesday after Thanksgiving, so it's on 12/3. So after we have stuffed our faces and shopped till we drop, it's a day of generosity, a day for giving back to local nonprofits who work tirelessly all year to make our community better. And this year's theme is about unleashing generosity in whatever form that takes for you, whether it's donations or volunteerism or just being an advocate for their needs. We're hosting a huge celebration for the community at Optimus Hall between 10 a.m. and 1 p.m. on December 3rd. And the community is welcome to join. We'll have hundreds of nonprofits. We'll have hands-on volunteering, a winter wonderland from Lowe's, all kinds of fun. That
sounds fun. And Optimus Hall is always a good time. You mentioned hundreds of nonprofits. How do you all decide what's sort of your process in the groups that you team up with?
Right. So all it takes to be on our site is to be a 501c3 for a year and have a meaningful way for the community to engage with you and volunteer with you. We only work with traditional 501c3s because churches, schools, and clubs and associations, they have a built-in support base. But for a nonprofit, the community is their support base. And what better way to activate them but to provide a website so they can find them and support them?
Yeah, and talk to me more about that. I'm familiar with it because we've talked to you about it before. But for folks who might not be, they go on your website and there are hundreds of options. I mean, any sort of thing that they are interested in. I mean, this is not, right. There's so many great organizations out there that you might not even know about. If you go to your website, there are real, for one, organizations people might not know about, but for two, real life, tangible ways that people can help. Yeah. Exactly. So we have lots of filters, like you mentioned. There's something for everyone. Philanthropy is a very personal journey. And, so you've got to go with what connects to your heart or maybe what's affected your family or you personally. And then you have great ways to support them. You could volunteer with them. You could look at joining their board. You could donate to them. So there's really something for everybody out there. And we just want to make it equitable and accessible for nonprofits of all sizes to get exposure to the community and really the importance of their work. And what are some of the biggest trends, some of the biggest needs you're seeing this year?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think, funding is always the top need because as we've seen, like what's happened in Western North Carolina, they need supplies and resources and things like that. But nonprofits can procure those things at such a lower rate than a community member could. So your donation is just getting maximized when you donate to a nonprofit versus trying to do things yourself. Working through this system is so important. So helping our neighbors is important, but more importantly too is nonprofits need your time. I mean, they have very small staff. So anytime you can give to a nonprofit or skills, if you're an accountant or HR specialist, they need that. They're just working on really slim staff. So anything you can give to a nonprofit, donations, time, just helps them maximize their community impact.
And I think that's so important because so often people think, I don't have the money, but you might have the time. And sometimes that goes a long way.
Oh my gosh, an hour of volunteer time is worth $30.81. So if you think you're not donating, you are when you give your time. So, and everyone has something to give, even your voice, even your advocacy about telling your friends about this great experience you have with a nonprofit goes a long way. So you can give in so many ways.
And you mentioned it, but this year, one area, of course, that really needs help is still the western part of North Carolina impacted by Helene. I know that that's still top of mind for a lot of people wanting to know how they can help.
Right. I know there's a big community effort going on called Carolina Cares next Tuesday on the 26th at the Carolina Panthers Stadium. So there's all kinds of great ways to sort donations and get involved there. But again, I would just welcome the community. We have a resource on our site about donating to Helene. And so we would just say donate there, or there's still 700 plus local nonprofits that need your help right here in Mecklenburg County as well. So the needs are always going to be great, but you have an amazing network of nonprofit partners that are in there solving our community challenges.
That's the great thing about it. So many different needs out there for anybody out there wanting to find something that they probably don't even know about at this point, and they can find it on your website. It's an important time. And again, Giving Tuesday coming up this week. Melissa Hovey, thanks for coming on. We appreciate it. Good to see you again.
Good to see you. Thank you for having me.
All right, take care. More Flashpoint after this. Up next on Flashpoint, we hear from the Salvation Army of our partnership for this year's Magical Toy Drive.